Hey everyone, I'm tuning in from San Miguel de Allende, this beautiful town in Mexico. Today I wanted to talk about silence. Silence is power. There are two types of silence, the way I break it down, or I am breaking it down at this moment, real time. An internal silence and an external silence. And today I want to talk about how you can combine these two different elements of yourself to elevate your personal expression, your performance, and at the same time serve the world. So, what is, you've heard many times the person who holds the deepest silence in a conversation or in the world holds the highest level of power, highest level of integrity. And why is that so? I've been thinking about this for a very long time. And it's not just like sit dead silence and just look into someone and not say anything. That is when you are, imagine, okay, let me talk about what does it mean to not be silent. Say you are having a conversation with someone, you are in a meeting, you are on a date, wherever you're connecting to someone, and the other person is expressing something. And I've seen this many times happen to me, and in the past, many years ago, I used to do that as well. The other person does not let you finish your sentence, your train of thought. Or you are in a group conversation, person A is expressing something, and before he could finish the whole story, someone else has the desire to cut their train of thought and want to express something. And I understand, it doesn't mean that the other person is bad. It's just sometimes the desire to express just takes over or becomes a primal force in our reptilian design. So, and if you look at people who are top level executives, reporters, coaches, certain actors, men and women of power, TV hosts, a lot of them has not only this deep gaze when they talk to you, but they also know how and when to hold the silence. And when it is done right, you not only have more avenue or to understand the other person, you transform yourself in the eyes of the other, in the eyes of the group, and at the same time you serve the other person as well. The other person feels more listened to, and they also want to express more. And yeah, so what lies in the opposite spectrum of not being silent is being silent, and it is a fundamental aspect of being present. So when you're speaking to someone, you look them deep in the eye and you let them finish what they're speaking. And then as you speak, you leave a little bit of silence between one train of thought to the other train of thought. And you know the right amount of time it takes. You don't like say something and wait for like 30 minutes. They'll probably think you're a weirdo. But when you have created this beautiful rhythm, melody between the way you speak and hold yourself, you create this beautiful connection between you and yourself, the other person, and you elevate the other person. You give them a big platform to express, and that is one of the fundamental qualities of being a great leader, is to serve. Service doesn't mean You have to always do something. You can serve the world by through your eyes, through the way you speak, the way you smile. So knowing when to be silent as a form of expression does many things. It's the act of doing by not doing, as the Eastern philosophers say. That is the outward silence. And a teacher of mine, John Wineland, talks about this, how you can train your nervous system to fully magnetize the moment through silence. It's by training your level of awareness. The phrase he uses is being connected to consciousness, or being tethered to consciousness, to world, to source, to everything else, keeping 80% of your attention to the world and 20 to 30% of the attention to the person. In that sense, if you train your mind to connect to the magic and the source and life itself, you are generating a lot of beautiful neurochemicals in your central nervous system. You are not going in a thought loop of what the other person is thinking, what to say next, what to do next. Your monkey brain, you sort of shut down your monkey brain, and then slowly you bring that awareness to the other person, and the other person feels it. So that is one way to train yourself. And obviously, there are some mechanical aspect to the way you speak. The more you train your awareness, the more you become aware of yourself, the better you become of knowing how you respond to the world, how you move in the world. So always keeping your awareness intact. Just observe how you behave in a conversation. Are you someone who is always pushing or pulling? Or are you someone who is sort of being in sync, in flow with time, with life itself? And and that is one aspect. And the second time is relaxation. You can relax, connect to your breath, connect your words to your breath, slow it down, leave a little bit of space between your thoughts, and wait till the other person finishes, and look deeply in the eye. Or sometimes look away at the, connect to life itself. So that is the external silence. And then you have the internal silence. That is basically when you're by yourself. Can you sit down and just sit in nothingness? It is a masculine practice to just simmer in the nothingness of not desiring anything. Imagine you have accomplished everything in life. You have built your Fortune 500 company. You have found the love of your life. You have all your desires have been met. You've been fed. So just coming to silence, connecting to the part of yourself that needs nothing, allows you to, again, not jump into the monkey brain aspect of your reptilian design, and you are sort of just not letting your dopamine, your anxiety, your instincts, your natural instincts that has been formed over the years take over. That is one thing. And ancient cultures, they have the tradition of vision quest, where they, the questee. I think there was children between after 11 or 12 years of old. There was a rite of passage that they would be sent to mountains, into nature, to sit in this aloneness and seek for a vision. No stimuli, nothing. Becoming comfortable with silence. When you are when you let those the thoughts and the cravings and the music and everything that is going on inside cool down, you connect to the conscious part existence of life, the magic of life. It gives you an avenue, because your attention is you cannot be, you cannot dial your attention to a number of things at the same time. That is impossible. So you slow one down, and then your body naturally with practice will go into something deeper. um, Maybe you're walking down the street, you pay attention to a lamppost that you haven't seen before, or the flower, and you look into it. You feel a sense of awe. When you're looking into someone's eyes, you see the beauty, the color. It gives you a hit, a neurochemical hit that implies, wow, that is so beautiful. Um, as you change that behavior in life, the world will respond to you in a different way. The world will react to you in a different way. And when you have cultivated this internal and the external aspect of silence, you're evolving to the next stage, and this becomes one of the deepest service in the world. To serve does not only mean, an action. You can serve by, obviously you can serve by helping the needy, poor, working on a project that is helping, climate change, pollution, whatever, taking care of nature, whatever your understanding of service is. But then you can also use your silence, use your gaze, use your smile, use your presence to serve the world, to serve the other person. When the other person feels listened to, maybe they might, after your interaction, they might feel much more elevated. They might change, alter someone else's mood, make them more happy. So it's sort of like you're creating a chain of reaction just by being silent, cultivating the power of silence at the right moments. So yeah, there are so many. I can go really deeper, but this is something that came out in my mind that I really wanted to share. Yeah. Alright guys, subscribe to my channel. Have a beautiful day. I'm gonna enjoy my beauty walk in this beautiful town of San Miguel. Ciao.